get it?
I don't know. Okay, I don't need no drama in my life, okay? This your woman? You sit down with it, but okay?
Oh, no, I don't want to sit down.
I'm sorry, all right?
Hey,
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm gonna call you.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one.
I hear
I'm
you.
not the one.
And then y'all take it. No, I'm taking this. She goes, no. You know why? No, you know why I know better? No, that's a, you know why I know better? But you know why I know better? You know why I know better? I know better because I know that that's wrong. And now you leaving?
No, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna tell this woman to pack my food over and pay her, because you know my food is important to me. You not important to me no more. Your ass is fired. I'm a hustler.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
old school G. Give me my. I've been old school G all my life, and I'm gonna be one to the day I die. If you can't accept it, get your ass a stepping. And I mean that. Cause bitch, I take care of you. I take good care of you. I buy your house. You don't work. I pay your bills. I do everything. As long as your ass is
He
taken
doesn't want
care
to
of.
hear that. He don't want to hear that.
She
He
retired.
wants to do.
Okay,
She retired. I don't give a damn about her being retired.
Hey, I'm going home.
Baby,
do you
I'm going home.
Oh.
You can't follow her. I'm trying to talk to you.
I ain't never heard. I ain't never heard.
I'm gonna straighten this out. I'm gonna straighten it out. Friday, Saturday.
It's the Date Master, and we're back on this powerful Monday morning. I'm going to talk about the old school versus the new school. And I'm going to leave a very interesting video in front of this one, and you guys give me your comments and feedback on what you see. And pay attention to all of the details. Pay attention to all the details. I may break the video down in its entirety following this video. But in that video, you're going to see an example of, I would call a quote unquote old school player. And this is going to speak to why modern men can't handle modern women. Because for clarity, there's this, I guess, a misconception that the male and female of the day only have one modern gender, which is the woman, and that's not the case. There is modern men, and there is the modern woman as well. And you have these spaces, which I like. I like the manosphere. I like the red pill community. A lot of it speaks to a little bit more truth over women, but just overall self-development, finance, understanding life, etc. You find a lot of other lessons and information that can be beneficial to your growth as well, other than just how to date women and sleep with women, etc. But this old school mentality you used to hear back in the day, granddad and, great granddad had families here, had other women here, had other women there. And the woman sat quietly because she was taken care of. And in the video, you see him mentioning such. You're retired. I bought you a house. I take care of you. And he's out with his other woman. And pay attention to how the other woman is staying present. She doesn't leave and just run out. She stays because she knew what's up. She knew what was up. If she didn't know what was up, if she was truly embarrassed or offended, she would have left without a trace. But she stayed. Now, why can't modern men handle modern women? It is because of a few things. One, the modern man from more recent generations has grew up in a single mother household, and he was taught to please the woman. He was indoctrinated by society to dumb down his confidence, to not speak on certain topics. When you look at your corporate work culture, you can't speak about religion, politics, and it was something else. I think it was mostly religion and politics. But you see the religion and politics throughout the structure of the corporation. The modern man has been made weak, and every generation he gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Now you have these men wearing man purses, and in their mind they think they're swaggy. They think they have swag because society and the rappers who are corporate and government agents in most cases, they're industry plants, and they're used for their influence over the mass or over a certain particular group of people. You don't see the Asian male wearing a man purse and talking about his swag. You don't see the white male wearing the man purse talking about it's my drip and my swag. You don't see the Mexican, the Hispanic. You don't see any other race of men other than black men walking around with a purse talking about its swag. This is the indoctrination of the modern man. This is how modern men have been made weak. Things that are feminine and not masculine are accepted or are propagated as being manly and being true and having individuality, which couldn't be further from the truth. This couldn't be further from the truth. Modern men can't handle modern women because they were taught to be in opposite gender roles. The man is looking for a woman who is going to take care of him in a lot of cases. The modern man is looking for a partner. He wants to be the helpmate to his wife. He's looking for a woman with dreams so he can be the cheerleader in the back. The homosexual, the man who gets them a big woman who has her shit together and he acts like this is his type when we know it's not. He tricks himself into thinking other attributes that she has, such as financial responsibility on the surface, having this, understanding and this faux intuition. This makes her a more attractive woman than what she truly is, when it's just the need that he has for someone to lean on. The need that he has to let his foot off the gas and let her drive. A lot of men want to be in positions where they don't want to have to carry the load. These modern women are running ramshot on you because of this fact. They said, you're going to give me some power? Women and power do not mix. I'm going to say that again. Women and power do not mix. And it is because when a woman gets a taste of power, she doesn't know how to turn it on and off. She can't go to a corporate office and lead a team of 40, 50 people, mostly men or half men, half women, and then come home and be feminine. Not in the sense of respecting their man in 100 in his position. Now, you do have other races who have been able to achieve great levels of success in business and still give each other a certain level of respect. But the modern woman, specifically black woman, does not handle power well because she never had it and she never saw it. So it taints her. Just like when a woman when she goes to get surgery, when she goes to risk her life on the table and get butt shots, she comes back thinking she's this brand new person because in her mind, she has a new set of power. She has a new level of power. The modern man kowtows and lets the woman dictate what he can and can't do. No, you can't. No, you can't have another woman because you're mine. No, you can't go out with the fellas tonight because we have date night. We're supposed to be watching you tonight. I gotta, do this. So if I want to do that on the back end, she won't complain. We have to barter in relationships with the woman that's supposed to be our helpmeet. We have to take her out on Wednesday so we can go out on Friday without her saying anything. That's bullshit. The modern man has been made effeminate. He doesn't have confidence. He doesn't have identity. He doesn't have principle and value anymore because he gave it to his woman. His woman said, you can't have these liberties. And if you do, I'm going to do the same thing when you're not providing the same thing in the relationship. People think equality is identical, and it's not. It's equal of value. It's not identical. So the old school male used to handle things because he had the burden of performance on his shoulders. And those who rose to the top and made a way and made the living necessary to take care of the home, if not multiple homes, he had the say so. He was able to do what he wanted to do. But now that the modern woman has become empowered, she feels she controls every outcome that has to do with the man. She feels she can come in and dictate how the relationship is supposed to go. And if it doesn't go in her favor, she has all type of labels waiting for you to justify why it did not work in her favor and why she again failed at getting a man of value. No matter what she brings to the table as far as baggage, she thinks she deserves better than the last man she messed over. You're starting to hear these women admit, and it is a strategic tactic on getting and extracting information, because if you were to ask certain questions outright, these women will lie through their teeth, and they're going to lie. So you have to extract the information in a very cunning manner, and you're going to get what you need to hear. I'm hearing women say, I was in a relationship for 7 years. This is on Fresh and Fit's, one of their recent episodes. This woman was with a guy 7 years. He wanted to buy a house. She stated she wanted to explore. She wanted to move to Miami to see what was better than what she just shitted on. And in her mind, she thinks she's going to get better. This is the modern day delusion. The modern man is not equipped for the modern woman because he doesn't have his own identity. He silences. He sits on his own, so he bites his tongue because he doesn't want to be canceled. He strays away from certain conversation because he doesn't want to lose the appeal of women. And he lets the world dictate his value instead of giving himself his own value. The old school man did not have these problems because the agenda was not, it wasn't at 100%. Now you're seeing it at 100%, where all of these roles in our community, the black community, we're the only people who are paraded on the television in unorthodox position. We are the only race that gets this. You don't have, where's your Asian Megan Thee Stallion? Where's your white Megan Thee Stallion? Where's your other races of little Nas X? Where are they? Where's your other versions of Young Thug? Where are the other races that wear wedding dresses? Where are they? And call their male friends Boo and Bay. It's a reason why you're seeing this now. You didn't see this in the 80s and the 90s. But the modern woman feels she is better than the modern man, which is why she doesn't mind shitting on them until it's too late. She'll get good man after good man. He's never going to be good enough. But when reality hits and they're no longer getting the attention, they no longer have the options, they no longer have the body and the physical appeal that attracted these men, then reality is going to set in. This is when post-wall syndrome kicks in. You heard it here first. Post-wall syndrome. Everybody's the problem. No man is good enough, but you are in your 40s waiting on Mr. Right. You have women posting in their 40s relationship goals and aspirations. This is the level of delusion we've come to. But the smart men are waking up and they're, again, walking away, and they're exploring other options in other races of women. There's a statistic, I think I need to confirm this, but I read that 52% of men and women under the age of 18 in America are people of color. Biracial, interracial, whatever you want to call it. The fear of a black planet is real. This is real. This is not a drill. This is why you have all of these agendas firing off simultaneously at full power, because nature always resets itself. Let me know what you think about this video. I definitely want to do a part 2 to this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boys today, Master.